All right. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and get started. And people join late. That's fine. Uh, I'm been coughing like crazy, so I'm gonna be trying to mute myself as much as I can. The first thing on the list, the press release. Mickey said that went out, I think today. So hopefully we start seeing something Tuesday. Do you know any other details around that, like where we'll see it or anything?
I know that he had an interview with Cointelegraph at 5:30 a.m. this morning. Uh, that's about it.
Cool.
Yeah, cool.
There we go.
There he
He's probably
is.
better to answer that.
Hey, Mickey.
Hello, hello. Hey.
We were just talking about the press release, and then Tuesday said you had an interview with Cointelegraph today.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's all pay for play, right? It's just very professional, but they want somewhere in the range of $20,000 to $60,000 to promote Phonon. And it seems to me that like reputationally for an organization like that, at least when I look at it, I always think everything on there has been paid for. So if it comes to a point where we think it's worth it, maybe we can do that in the future. But I think there's probably more credible ways to promote. I just I set up a call with the Block, um, maybe just a couple hours ago, and I think maybe we can do something with them. And we send a press release to a bunch of other media outlets and see how they respond. But what do you guys think? Would you want to spend that kind of money with Cointelegraph?
Nope.
Nope.
I feel the same. So it's kind of like they're very wonderful, polite, but at the end of the day, it's like we would like 20,000 or $60,000 depending to get if you want us to promote you. And like, yeah, I just don't think it didn't really feel good or make sense. I have an update as well on the Newswire. I thought it had gone out Friday, but it turns out it had not gone out. And I followed up with Cloak today about that. And then he went through the documentation. And apparently they need some like addresses, and they need basically like a EIN number or some kind of corporate ID. And talked to Justin, and doesn't want to do that with GridPlus. So I think for that kind of like blast PR, which Newswire will basically like put us in a bunch of like put us CNBC and a bunch of like it's basically a paid ad in the form of an article on a bunch of mainstream websites. But we do have these like limitations around our organizational structure. So again, it might just be a situation where we're going to have to do more manual work to kind of get around that, do more emails, reach out to more personal contacts, contact people directly more, and see if we can do it organically. Because I don't think there's any way for us to get a corporate like an EIN at the moment unless we have some kind of Wyoming setup. So yeah, I guess that's where that's going to go for the Newswire.
Okay. So the news. This is the newswire, and this is different than a press release. And the press release is basically a pay to
Yeah.
pay. Gotcha.
So the press release is just a document that I wrote that is going to go to different agencies to give them basically like a reason to cover us to make it interesting for them. And looks like we have pretty good feedback on that. But the Newswire basically pushes out the press release to a bunch of like online publications and basically does a paid ad on, let's say, CNBC.com, and it'll be like sponsored by Phonon DAO, and then then it'll be like the press release that we wrote. So it's like you're basically paying to put an article up there, and this happens all the time. And it's pretty good value because you get good SEO, and it's like only like a couple $100. But they're limited because they don't want like fake news, like wires going out, like people putting up a fake press release about Coca-Cola or something. They require a corporate ID. They require an EIN, and so unless we have one, which I don't think we do, we have to hold off until we're kind of set up to do that.
Cool. It's pretty interesting how it's all pay to play with all of that stuff. So.
It's all fake news. Trump was right.
Yep. The next on the item on the list is the coin market cap update, and I know Tuesdays you have a ticket open with them.
Sorry, I was eating a sandwich. Yeah, I have a ticket open with them. Hopefully, I mean, every single thing they sent has pretty much said like we cannot guarantee any time frame whatsoever. So I have no idea,
Okay.
but it's open.
The next item on the list is and I think you and Justin were talking about updating the grid Phonon pair to either to CoinGecko and or CoinMarketCap.
I have a ticket in with CoinGecko to add it, and once I get the dashboard for CoinMarketCap, I can add it there.
Okay. Um, the Medium post. So I wrote the testnet launch Medium post, and then I published it, and we're just waiting for Justin to push it to the Phonon blog, uh, which is hosted on Medium. There's another thing further down where I know Rush was talking about maybe start us hosting that on the website as well at some point, so we get the SEO. But just waiting on Justin for that. Next is a follow-up from last week. The register.phonon.network wasn't presenting a login. And
Yep, Henchy figured out what the problem was. I solved it. It's a team effort. Works now. Everything's cool.
cool, so it's good.
Yes. I could give a demonstration if you want to prove it, or you could just go to register.phonon.network.
On this browser, I don't have a.
Then I guess you can't. Never mind.
Yeah.
Everyone will have to take my word for it.
Well, I guess I would say if anybody has any problems, just let everybody know. So, let Nate know. Next on the list is something that I we just something we probably should talk about is the finalize of the white paper. I don't know, Rooster, if you have any updates on that, or is it finalized? Is it done? If it is done, is it
I mean,
posted?
so look, I've got the work that I did, and I submitted it up to like the more technical people, and now there's just a whole bunch of comments and the side stuff about stuff that's way over my head. So I don't think I'm in any position to take this where it seems like Rake and Dan wanted to go in terms of like the technical explanation, right? I cannot finish this without understanding a lot more shit about cryptography that I don't understand. So I think it does a good enough job relating the thing. I think we can have shorter things that relate it. You know, it's kind of like filling a weird in between place between a full technical explanation and like the quick FAQs that we have. I'm comfortably walking away from it. And, you know, if that's what we want to post without the technical explain, that's fine. And I mean, I don't know. It's just not something that I can say is finished. I don't know enough about the protocol.
Was that from my feedback? You don't know what to fill in, or from Rake's, or
It's
both?
mostly Rake, and like you guys are starting to have these little side conversations about implementation stuff that I just like. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Not directing anything at you guys, but like I can't take that and turn that into, you know, what's in the paper. I don't have that ability.
No, that makes sense. I didn't realize that was the impasse we were at. But and maybe I can take another look through, and if there's anything that I feel like could be easily included, and I can just explain, I can just like add it as a suggestion. And if there's anything that's like more in depth, then maybe we can just cut that from the scope for this paper and include it in an expanded white paper later on.
Okay, because I do think eventually we're going to need a tokenomics paper too. So it's like I was always of the intention that this was going to be kind of like from what I originally thought it was going to be. I think it's done. I think that, you know, we don't need to explain necessarily all the certification processes. We just need to explain kind of like what Phonon's doing and how it does it.
Yeah, it's certainly the best explanation we have right now. So I think we should try to wrap it up in the, something that's as close as possible to the form it's in, just with any remaining edits for, accuracy and clarity included. And then whatever hasn't been put in this, let's just take it down for a future expanded white paper.
Got it.
Yeah, I can take one more run through it if you need any feedback, or I think I'm comfortable cutting most of the extra stuff that was suggested to add. We can just include that later.
All right, we can do that then. Yeah. I'll be able to finish it today if you get a chance to go through it. If not, just ping me and I'll be back before the end of the weekend, able to do it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll take one more run through that, and then we can
Appreciate it.
start using that. I haven't made any real progress on the expanded white paper, as I've just been swamped with getting the testnet stuff to work. But at some point, I would like to get back to completing an expanded technical section.
Cool. So, assuming you guys finish this up, like let's say Monday or Tuesday, and then is that something we're gonna put on the socials and the website, or what should we do with that?
Can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's weird. It shows still muted on my computer. Yeah, that's definitely has to go on the website. It has to live there. We can tweet about it, but yeah, we definitely have to put that in the site.
Okay. Anything else on that? Rooster or Dan? If not,
No, I think that's settled.
the next is the Arbitrum pool whitelist. On the Arbitrum pool, it still says it's not a authorized or a known pool. I don't know if Tuesdays were you doing anything on that, or were we? I think we were just waiting for Arbitrum to update it.
Yeah, I can reach back out to the balancer guy that I was talking with and see if we can get that updated.
Okay. And then once that's updated, then we can have that added to the CoinGecko and CMC as well.
Yeah.
Dan submitted a roadmap, I think it was last week. And then we also talked about the GridPlus BIOS, but for the roadmap, are we going to include that on the website? Or how are we going to pass that around?
Yeah, we can. We have to make it change how it looks a bit, but yeah, we could throw something on the website.
Where's the link to the roadmap?
I think it's an image, and I have it somewhere. I think it was also dropped in the chat, I think.
Yeah, I posted an image in the communications chat several days ago.
Okay. I'll find it.
Yeah, if you want to change it, I guess you probably want it to look like Phonon brand colors. Maybe I created it in this tool Miro. I'm not sure if it's going to be able to mirror that, or if you guys just want to take it and redesign the color scheme.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is something I'd like to periodically update as we develop stuff. So,
is there like a way to like dynamically link the tool you're using with our website, so that as you update it and like push out updates, it updates automatically?
Maybe I don't know. It's the kind of thing I could imagine this tool supporting, but I haven't looked into it. So I can check that out. That would be pretty cool to have a live updating roadmap to share. So yeah, let me see what I can do. If not, maybe I can figure out a roadmap format that does have that capability that can also be shared.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Super married to this tool.
Sweet.
Okay. We also talked about the GridPlus BIOS, because most projects have BIOS. I don't know if there's still a desire to have that, or is that something we want to just table for now, or?
It would be good. It definitely would help, but it's not a requirement.
Are we wanting the bios on Phonon, or are we wanting them on GridPlus's website?
The Phonon site.
Okay.
It's really up to you guys because it's like a personal thing.
I think the pro move is to use everyone's name, but use different stock photos and just completely whole cloth makeup backgrounds for everyone.
I like it.
Yeah, so Nate Mail, and you just like a Chinese dude. He started at NASA, killed 3 men, served 5 years in prison, and now he works on Phonon.
From prison.
Yeah, from prison.
How to code work. Like
He's got a stolen cell phone that he connects.
There's already a Chinese Nate, though. I think Dan knows who I'm talking about, right?
Nope.
No, it's the guy that was replying to one of the bugs that we had.
Oh
That's
yeah,
our
that's right.
hard. His name's Nate, but he's from China.
Well,
Put
no,
him on
there's
the
2
website.
Chinese names.
Yeah, we can look into bios if you guys are comfortable with it. I guess what we need is just like a blurb and a photo.
Yeah, it doesn't even have to be a photo of yourself if you want to, have like a graphical, like an icon or whatever. That's also fine, like a profile pic.
Well, we know Dan doesn't have any profile pics, so.
It's very true. Gonna have to take a new one for this.
Okay, so I just marked on that, Dan. At some point you're going to work on a blurb and photo for the site.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll work on that.
JT's not on here, but we were talking last week about doing a video walkthrough, the test net setup, and I guess at some point also run through the task. I know that he has the cards. Does he have everything else that he needs to do that, or?
Yeah, he should be good for that. I know I was gonna sit down and go through it with him as well, but I need a working Windows client.
That felt like it was directed towards me.
I'm just throwing it out into the universe, and whoever reaches for it, it's theirs.
I feel like you were throwing it into the universe at me, though.
It was definitely the universe of Atlanta, but
Well, hey.
Do we have an ETA by chance? I know I'm your favorite person in this room.
Please. I love each and every one of you in your own special way. So give me half a second. Just going to check one thing real quick.
And if you need me to test stuff with you, I am here all day. Because I have no life.
Classic. That's good to know. Good to know.
I'll have to pause my World of Warcraft rating, but sacrifices can be made.
Well, if it's like that, then this makes this whole thing a lot easier for me. So give me another 21 seconds.
While he's doing 21 seconds, anyone here have an ice cream cone within the last decade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just bought ice cream cones the other day, and they're delightful. I miss these.
Huh.
Are they the
Right, it
cream
doesn't work.
ones, or are they just the empty cone and you're stuffing it?
Empty cone.
Sticks?
Yeah, I got an oatmeal cream pie ice cream that I'm stuffing in there.
Whoa, you're stuffing oatmeal cream pies.
Yeah,
it,
I know how this sounds.
Sugar cone?
Yeah, sugar cone.
Whoa, controversial.
What do you mean? Waffle cones shouldn't even like. Oh, wait, no, I have that backwards. What the hell do you mean, sugar cone? What is a sugar cone? Is that like the cake one?
No.
What are you
Yes.
calling a sugar cone?
No, it's
Sugar
not the
cone?
little flimsy airy thing.
Right.
It's just yeah.
It's like
wait,
a waffle cone.
No.
Waffle cone's different.
What the hell is a sugar cone? Oh my god, I learned something new today.
I'm dropping a picture into voice text.
Let's go. Oh yeah, it's waffle cone,
Oh, okay.
right?
I was very worried for a second.
Yeah,
We
I was concerned as well. We're gonna disown Tuesdays over his inferior taste in ice cream cones.
Yeah, the cake cone is the one that's everyone's horrible thing that slices the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, it's a completely meaningless invention.
This one, that one sucks.
Yeah, the wafer cone they also call it. Ugh.
While we're waiting on Nate, we can just jump to
Oh, we're done waiting on Nate. I tried interjecting, but you guys were so involved in this cone.
Oh, sorry, 21 seconds. Go ahead.
Yes, you were right. It is broken, and I don't know why. This is strange. I didn't change any of this, and it's brought back up an error that was gone before. This is very weird. I don't like this. I will fix that.
Okay. I'm here all day.
Cool.
So Tuesdays, once we get that working, then you're gonna work with JT on a video walkthrough of the test set.
Yeah, he's going to record everything and then slice it up into, we think, a whole bunch of different videos of like how to do challenge 3 or whatever. Like each step being its own video.
Perfect. That's great because that's a lot of content we can share. So, all right. If nothing else on that, then the next thing is Mickey. Last week you mentioned that there's a Yam Finance Twitter space or Discord. Is that still going to happen, or should I take it off the list?
Yeah, no, that had happened, but we had some family stuff come up, and I pushed a lot of stuff out. But it's pretty much whenever we want to do it. Maybe we try to do it Monday morning or something.
Okay.
And I'll just kind of reschedule with them.
All right. The next was where we talked about moving the Medium post to the Phonon website. There's a couple of website items here, so I don't know. Maybe when we meet with Rush, hopefully next week on the comms call, we can go through and kind of prioritize which one we want first. I'm assuming white paper first, roadmap, bios, blog, or probably white paper, blog, and somewhere along there. Mickey, we would probably just want to prioritize what we want to do on these.
Yeah, there's one thing you want to add here, which is trying to do some cleaning of house and make sure we don't have any like outside links on our website to like anyone's personal GitHubs or personal blogs or whatever. And we have some links here like in our FAQ, which are just rakes like GitHub, and we want to make sure that we're oh, this is actually a good question for either Dan or Nate. We have a for the quick start guide and the FAQ. Is there a way to put that in the phone on GitHub?
Yeah, that's actually taken care of already. Rick sent it to
Oh,
me yesterday.
great.
It's up on the Phonon client wiki now.
Oh, amazing. Okay, cool. So we just have to update the link. Great.
So we have to update the website for the GitHub link.
Yes. Unless Rush already did it. Let me check. Yep. Rush already did it. So we're good.
Awesome. Cool. The next one is a POAP. I know JT and Rake were working on it. I think they already have something, so I don't have any other updates on that.
Yeah, that's pretty much set. We have the art done and all the parameters done. So I mean, the POAP is good to go.
Okay. Justin said he's gonna reach out to Anthony of the Daily Way. I don't know if there's any other updates on that.
I don't know.
The Phonon email, the list of reporters. It sounds like Mickey, you're working on that now.
What does this mean?
The email, the list of reporters, the press release. We were gonna.
There. Okay. Yeah. So, um, yes, I asked Ray to help with this, but might have to do it again. So there's a bunch of emails we have we have a spreadsheet of emails, which I think you might have put together, Clement. And what I'm asking for is someone to go through and update that list spreadsheet, to add any other context they know, or just to go through and find noteworthy publications and put contact info in there. And then we need somebody to go in and email our press release to every person on that spreadsheet. This is payable. There's a bounty for this, and we need someone to do it.
And it has to come out from the info@phonon.network website, right? Or email.
Yeah, or an official DAO email address. Yeah. And whoever does it, we can set them up. Just need someone to pop some Adderall and go through a bunch of emails.
Do you know what the bounty is?
Yes, it was I think it was like $1,000 worth of phone on.
Okay.
I'll be back real fast.
So maybe that's something Mickey will go over on the comms call too.
Yep.
And the the last item I had on the list is the sending out of the rewards post launch. I know there was talk about who's going to do that and where is it going to come from. I don't know if anybody has any updates on that.
Yeah, I don't really know how to move that forward. I guess someone from the multi-sig will have to release the funds, but we'll, definitely compile a list of what rewards should go where by the end of the testnet.
So I guess if we broke this down into steps, like you would provide the DAO with a list of ETH addresses and what steps they completed, and then the DAO would have to send out via the multi-sig to everyone.
Yeah, that's how I presume it would work. Yeah.
And Mickey, do we have to vote on this, or is it already allocated?
For the double spending bounty, you mean?
For all the bounties.
Yeah. I think so I didn't quite understand where if GridPlus is paying for it, which would be a little bit weird, then no. But if we're paying for it, then we definitely do need to vote on it, which is something I mentioned last week. It's like we all kind of talked about it and agreed. In the PDBG, we agreed on to it, and the amount we were going to spend was also agreed to. And in fact, we're spending less than we had agreed on spending. So maybe we don't actually need to vote on it. Maybe we need to just do a discussion and discourse.
Yeah. So if for the original rewards, right, for the $200, if that's already been approved, then it would only be if somebody was able to do one of the other tasks, right?
It used to be, I think, $500 worth of rewards, which was approved by. It was supposed to be initially like $100,000 worth of Phonon was the initial amount. I think that we had agreed on in the PDBG. and I think we decided on another call that we didn't want to spend that much, but we just decided that. And so we might need to have some kind of conversation around that to be transparent. I can look into the governance docs that like Andrew put together on how it's supposed to work. But we didn't technically like set money aside. We didn't technically have like a vote on chain for the testnet rewards because that was done in that committee that we had set up initially.
I remember that, Mickey.
What?
Peebo, did you get a Phonon tattoo with prayer hands on your back?
I was literally taking my shirt off, bro, and the guy had this. My guy had the stencil drawn and everything, and my close homie from growing up, like my best friend, he went to jail for 7 years, just got out, and he can't really work in finance or anything, right, or do anything. He got to do like manual labor type stuff right now, so he was working on a machine or something, and a piece of fiberglass got in his eye, and he had nobody to take him to the hospital. So I was like, shit, I dropped everything and just took him, So actually, later on today, I'm going. I already have it set up.
That is wild.
That's a long story. Sorry,
Wow.
but it's a true story.
What's funny is Hunt,
And
Hunt made that. Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, no, please.
I was just saying that Hunt just made that as a joke in like 5 minutes.
It was my idea. I was like, can someone please give me this?
Right.
And Hunt made it. I'm very excited for this. Excited.
Yeah, and if you guys have any ideas, because I don't want it to be all about me and stream it and do all the dumb shit. If you have any like phone-on marketing type ideas with it, like I'm totally down. Whatever we want to do.
This goes really well with Nate's origin story as a Phonon developer. So maybe we should capture it for that.
What are you saying about my origin story as a Phonon developer?
Your backstory as a guy who was in jail.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, Chinese man who was in jail working on Phonon, stolen prison phone.
This guy's the best dude in the world, man. He just my buddy from yesterday. He's got caught up in pills, and that led to heroin, and then he got into all the other nonsense, all the hustling on the streets.
World, huh?
He really is though. Like the same dude at heart, just got caught up with the wrong crowd, made bad decisions.
It happens. Do you guys happen to know? I'm sorry to hear that, by the way. Do you guys happen to know how many kits we've sold, by the way?
I think we're a little more than halfway through, at least from the post. Someone posted about it last night.
Yeah, I think Justin mentioned we were around 100 sold out yesterday, but he hasn't got me the update today. I know he had a family thing he had to run and take care of somebody, so he's a little bit delayed today, but we'll hear from him later.
Right. Amazing. Well, thanks so much, Kamado. I actually have to hop. I'll see when we can set up the Yam spaces, and then and I'll let everybody know, and hopefully we can all hop on. And they have a pretty good community. I think the lesson learned from the bankless stuff is, I asked for a few things. I asked them to promote our event, which they didn't do, and they didn't record our spaces either, which is kind of annoying. And there was no host, which is also not good. So we wound up hosting our own event.
Yeah.
And so it was just a little bit janky. So I'm just gonna try again, to be honest, and ask for those things to kind of be done. I think it's the first time doing anything like that, and could have been a little smoother. So I'm gonna ask for that again.
A little more of like a formalized agenda, right?
I sent them an agenda. I sent them all that stuff. It just didn't happen, and I guess there was no hosts there, and it was a little bit loosey goosey. So I'll try it again and be more prepared.
The second one was good though, with you and Justin. I think that if I'm thinking of the right one, it was. I'm just looking at the number of attendees, and that's going up. We've got a trend upwards. That's good.
We're definitely getting more engagement than before, and we're seeing a lot more, a lot more engagement on our socials. So just keep going, keep doing it. Get our content out there daily, and then get more.
Reddit's not a huge channel, but we're close to 70 subscribers. I'm really more focused on Twitter. I just never been on Twitter, bro. Shamefully, I'll admit that. I got on like a month ago, and I'm just learning it. It's powerful, so I'm gonna just be chilling. That's another question I had for the group, because I don't want to shill too hard, like we're a shitcoin. Like where's that happy or that equilibrium or happy medium of like, man, they're shilling the fuck out of this. Is it a hoax? You know what I mean? Like that perception or the optics.
I would say from your own account, it doesn't really, it won't have that big of an effect. It's just if we can't post too much from our own account, because then you can get shadow banned and all kinds of other things. But if you want to go to different like influencers and say, hey, check this out, or I'm sure Mickey and Justin and Dan, like if you're like, hey, you have a podcast or Twitter Space, what can we do to get on it? I think that would be the most helpful stuff.
So like maybe not do the @Phonon in every single tweet, or like jam up the Phonon's main Twitter, right? I don't want to do that.
No, doing @Phonon, I don't think it's a problem. It's the like from our own account. I think if we tweet too much, then people either start ignoring it or just ban it. So
It just becomes annoying, and I don't want to be annoying either. So I want to find a good social media guy. I want someone to just run my Twitter or whatever.
Yeah, Peebo, if you don't want to sound like a shitcoin, what I usually do to not sound like I'm promoting some sort of shitcoin is I just discuss Phonon as the project that it is, and I don't even mention the DAO token because it's not about the DAO token.
At the end of it, you got it anyway, right?
Well, the thing about it is, since it's about the technology and the secured crypto transfers using the secured hardware, it's not really about the DAO token. The DAO token is there and it's useful and it has value and everything. But as long as you're not making it sound like you're shilling the token itself, people will not see it as you shilling a shitcoin.
Okay, that's the part of me that Rooster corrects a lot of the time. Like coming from TradFi, the hard sell, I can be a little too aggressive sometimes, so I gotta watch that. Be more of a attraction rather than promotion.
I'm not even saying that. You can promote this. I mean, I'm saying like the way I usually do it is I promote the system and how it works and the cards and how the whole thing is, and then I just mention that the token exists and we exist to make crypto transactions secure and scale and better. And yeah, the DAO token is there, but it's not about that. It's about making crypto better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely focus on the technology part of it for sure. The Bannon a while ago, he went on to Reddit and posted in our technology subreddit, and he didn't even mention the DAO token or anything, and even still get some pretty good traction. So
yeah, well, this is good. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Appreciate that.
Go ahead, Tuesday.
I just wanted to add in on that last one, the sending out rewards. So I've thought about it kind of a lot. There's two different tools. We could either airdrop them using a tool, or I think Dan said he could get like a CSV file, and I could use like a CSV, the JSON converter, and then I could do it in a batch transaction generator. I just don't know if there's a limit to how many transactions I can do. But even if it's like I can batch 100 together, we could push out 2-3 transactions of 100 or something. So it shouldn't be that hard because it would be repeating the same stuff over and over again for every line. Should be pretty straightforward.
Cool. That's all I had on the list. Anybody have anything else to cover?
Yeah, there's a couple things I wanted to jump in with. We still got time. Yeah, for one, I'm going to be done soon with flashing the initial batch of Phonon cards. I did like 60 of them as we've been on this call, so I'll be up to 400 pretty soon. So Rooster and whoever else was volunteering to help package up the orders. I thought we could try to set a date next week to get together and do this.
All right. I'm currently in New York. I think I'm going to be flying back on Wednesday. Is what I'm aiming for. So if you want to do it at the end of the week, or if you can't wait, that's fine too.
Yeah, I think the end of the week would be perfect.
All right, cool.
That's just fine. Make sure all the orders roll in by then, and we should have a complete set to do it all in one go. So yeah, maybe let's plan for Thursday. I know I'm trying to coordinate with JT to come down to Austin too, and I don't know if there's anyone else in the Austin area who is going to lend a hand, but we could probably fit like 3 people at our packaging facility.
Said he would be available as well. He's like local.
I can come, Rooster. I know you had a pecking order, but I can come off the bench if you need me.
What pecking order? What? I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just saying there's people who are here.
No, I feel you, man. I know you said there were people that were more involved in the project early on, so I want to be respectful
What?
of that.
No, that's not at all what I was getting at. I was saying like if you want to get on a plane and fly to Austin, you're free to, but like there's gonna be people there to do it.
Okay. Well, that's us then.
Yeah, I think JT just asked for access to your barbecue, Dan. I think that was a condition.
Yeah, I actually don't have a grill, but I'm sure we can find something for JT.
You better get to buying a grill, buddy.
Yeah, gotta buy a grill, I guess.
It's non-negotiable.
Yeah.
I think he said he wants a Traeger smoker. Actually, no, he hates Traegers. I don't know. Never mind.
Well, yeah, we'll sort that out for him because I do want to try JT's barbecue. But just you guys we can plan for Thursday or Friday next week then, I guess, and I guess y'all just circle up and let me know what's a good day. And Thursday or Friday should be fine for me.
Sounds good.
Yeah, the other thing I wanted to bring up on the agenda is we've been making some product updates this past week. So I was wondering if you all thought it would be useful to walk through some of the new changes we've been up to.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Oh, fuck. I got to move to another computer. I'll be back in 1 second.
All right, well, we can let Douglas go first then. You still on the call, Douglas?
I am. Hello there.
Oh, perfect.
All right, cool. Yeah, Douglas has been working on a bunch of cross-chain deposit and redeems. So for other EVM chains, I believe he's got Polygon, Avalanche, and Binance Smart Chain working for deposits and redeems with Phonons right now. So
Yep.
thought he could
As
demo
well as,
that real quick.
Yeah, as well as Phantom as well. So
Damn, I didn't even know Phantom was still kicking.
yeah. I was gonna try Cardano, but I haven't tried that yet. So yeah, at the moment it's just Polygon Matic, Avalanche, Binance, Phantom, and also Gorilla was added in with the Ethereum chain.
Yeah, if you want, share your screen and let's just demonstrate
sure.
a transaction or two.
I don't know if you can see my screen.
1 second. Let me.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to record
see both
this.
sides.
Just give me a second here.
Oh, yeah. Good call. Could I get a list of all the chains that you guys currently have?
Sure.
Or I guess I can just screenshot that snippet.
Yeah, we'll provide a list of the chains and like some links to how to set them up in MetaMask because I think that's something we should probably include in the FAQ for testnet users. So you gotta add a bunch of these networks manually.
Okay, I can record it now.
Just waiting for this to get done pending, and then it should work. But it hasn't been merged in yet. It'll probably get merged in maybe later today. So. Okay, so it's also kind of important to note that you need to have enough gas fee or enough gas fee, otherwise it's going to air out. So Matic, I'm just using one, which should work ideally. stuff. And then we're working on better air handling to cover when you don't have enough to cover the gas fee. So
Hey, can anyone else
Yeah,
hear him
you're
okay?
breaking
Or
real
your mic's
hardcore,
breaking
man.
up pretty bad.
And the stream dropped out for me.
uh-oh. Can you hear me now?
You're still a robot.
One second. Is this better?
Hey, when you, I don't know if you did this already, but if you can select like better text readability on the screen when you pop it up, you should stream it
Yeah, let me try that now.
a little clearer and a little less bandwidth intensive.
Is this better?
Yeah, it looks a little better.
Okay,
Still kind of
cool.
grainy, but I think that's probably good enough.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So I guess we could just try any meeting IMO Binance. Oh, I actually don't have enough. I think for Binance, you need to have at least one BNB for it to cover the gas fee. So let's see here. I guess we could do Phantom. That's what I added in this morning. Just add in. We just, what was, I think it was like, I guess we'd just do 5. We'll just YOLO it.
So you're just demonstrating creating a Phantom Phonon.
Yes. So you can create a Phantom and pretty much anything you'd like with that. Okay, so I should be able to redeem this. If not, then it's going to tell me that I don't have enough of the gas fee. And it looked like it succeeded. Yeah, there it is. So it just came back. So Phantom works. There's quite a lot as well. There's Avalanche on the Fuji C chain, the Mumbai, which is through Matic. So yeah, there's quite a few chains. I'll probably be taking a look if there's any more that maybe we can add. But that is what I have.
So basically you just sent it you wrapped it and sent it and then you redeemed it on the Phantom testnet chain. What does it look like on the Etherscan? Can you show that?
Yeah, sure. I think it's where is it? Where do I find the here it is. I think this would be it. Maybe not. Hey, Dan, do you know where I can find the Etherscan for Matic?
You did it on Phantom. That's why it's not showing up.
I see. Oh, that's right. Oh, that might not be it.
Yeah, you have to configure the block explorer field when you add the network if you want it to go to the right place. I don't know if you've added working ones in. I know Avalanche had one that worked in the instruction guides you sent me. So
Okay.
whichever one you've had configured, or you'll have to go directly to their scan site.
Okay. So,
yeah, you won't see it on Etherscan. It'd be on whichever respective chain. Like I know Avalanche has one that's called like Snow something that I configured in MetaMask to look up what my config is.
Right. Yeah. Let's see.
No big deal if you don't want to do that right now. I'm just from my standpoint, like I'm an end user. That's what I always look for. So.
Yeah. I mean, it should work ideally. I think Phantom's not working because I just kind of quickly added it to our constant list in the front end, and so it hasn't directly been added into the front end yet. I would do Binance or Avalanche, but I ran out of of testnet coins, so I might not be able to show that. But ideally.
So which ones did you add it, or you built this out for? Is Phantom, Polygon?
Yeah, so Binance, Avalanche Fuji C chain, Mumbai, which is on the Polygon testnet, the Phantom testnet, and that should be it.
That's awesome. I always think about
Yeah.
how many things this is going to break
Yeah.
from a chain analytics standpoint.
Right.
Like it's transferred and now it's gone. You don't know where it's. I mean, what happens at that point? Then it's off chain.
Right.
Well, it'll still look as though it's on a wallet on chain, but
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry. Yeah. It'll just look like a normal transaction on chain. It just looks like it was sent from one place to another, but there's no identification for how much the key was passed around before it got sent to the second address.
And so
But yeah.
when you redeem it, it doesn't have to go back to the same address, right?
No, it can go to any address on the redeem. I think we're just in the habit of sending it back to the original address to make testing easy. But yeah, it can go anywhere.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I guess I could pair it and send it to another card, right, and then send it to another wallet as well.
so like Tuesdays, if you're doing like a demo with JT, like send it to this address and then redeem it on something else, and I think that'll blow people's minds.
well, so if we did like a phantom test net, like what he's doing right now, we couldn't like pull it back to Matic Mumbai. We'd have to. It still stays on Phantom. If we built the decks, then you could trade Phantom for Matic and then redeem and stuff like that. But I mean,
Right.
yeah, it'll take a minute before we get there.
I'm just thinking even without the, Phantom to Polygon or what have you, just is
Yeah.
what you do in between. What you take it off chain and put it back. It's gonna be pretty amazing.
Yep.
Yep. Cool building block for sure. Get everything into a format where you can natively exchange it off chain and cross assets. So it'll be cool. Yeah. Thanks for the demo, Douglas. You got your machine up and running, Nate?
Please, my machine's always up and running. It's just whether or not I'm at the machine.
Are you at
Yes,
it?
I've moved over to the other machine. So basically, I'm still making a couple of changes. So you're gonna have to use your imagination a little bit. Hello. So basically, I'm still making a couple of changes. You'll have to use your imagination a little bit to see how this whole thing works. But pretty much, the way the onboarding is going to work. Give me 1 second. Go set up a machine. Make sure everything's exactly the way it is as a new person. So they will go to the Phonon releases page. I'm not going to do that. And download a file called phonon.dmg. They will double click it. This is me simulating a double click. We'll open up one of these things, drag the
You know
Phonon
you're
out.
sharing your camera, not your screen, right?
I'm sharing my screen as well. I'm sharing all sorts of stuff.
Ah, okay.
This is like a keynote presentation. This is what I'm here for. This is what I give you.
My bad.
You look fantastic today.
I do my best. Also, thank you for respecting me enough to lie. So then, this new entrant to the Phonon thing will then wish to run Phonon. At which point, you'll get a fancy little window that comes up. Says, "Hey, buddy, you have not opened Phonon before. Clearly, you're here for the testnet. You need to put your login key in here. The words on this are going to change, and these buttons are going to be whittled down to 2 buttons. But essentially, you'll get your login key from the Phonon registration website, which, oh shoot, I don't remember what password I have for MetaMask on this machine. It doesn't matter. There we go. So then you will authenticate with MetaMask, type in the card IDs. I will have them showing up on, where'd that window go? There's a window I had up that was the Phonon registration window. Yeah. So basically, I'm going to make it so that if you have your cards plugged in, the card IDs will show up on here. Just copy them, paste them in here, click register. You'll sign something with your MetaMask. Which point you will register your cards to your address with the testnet, and then give you back a key that you will then paste into this box. Then you will test it. Now this one's not going to work. Doesn't matter. That will work. Oh, there we go. This one doesn't work, but you'll test it. When it comes back, it'll save it into your configuration. So you will not have to edit any text files to your configuration. And then you will be able to just exit the program, at which point Phonon will start up. Now I don't have any cards plugged into this computer right now, but just going to simulate a card being plugged in. So then you'll be presented with your card that you can then unlock and do things with. And yeah, I don't know where I was going with this. And then from then on, whenever you open the Phonon app, let me quit it. And then from then on, whenever you open the Phonon app, the application will just load up and you won't have that window anymore. And that configuration follows you through using the desktop client or the web client, I mean, or using the command line UI. So it's all very nice and integrated, or at least it's going to be, and straightforward and useful for non-technical people because the things will just pop up on the screen and tell you what to do. Any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, diatribes?
If a telemetry key is not added, could we add an error message at the bottom of the screen? That
is all going to be. You mean in the web UI?
Yeah.
Yes, we're
Awesome.
working on that.
Then no, that is everything.
All right, thanks, man. Looks great.
Awesome. You guys
All right, yeah, I think that's all we got for product updates at the moment. So that's all I've got on my agenda. So
I just wanted to ask you guys: is it annoying if I ask Hinchy to do something and then he puts a PR up for you guys?
no, PR's welcome. What is it?
He made 3. It looks like all 3 of them got approved already, or no, 2 of them. The make the connect button clear, and then the on-page refresh. Users return to the selected session.
Oh yeah, cool. If you just got little improvements to the UI, PRs, yeah, those are certainly welcome. We'll take a look at them.
Cool.
Oh yeah, the on-page refresh one is fun. I can spoil it if you want, but maybe the surprise is better for you to find out yourself.
It looks like Doug already approved them. I just looked at it. This is literally one word. Okay.
Cool. I don't have anything else. You guys tell JT he's going to Austin. He's here.
Hey. Is it official?
Hey man, yeah, it's official if you want it to be. We're just discussing Thursday or Friday next week to do some packaging.
That sounds good. I would I think it'd be good to maybe get in there Wednesday evening and then just work all day Thursday and see where we're at.
Yeah, it sounds fine to me.
All right, sounds good. I'll get things booked.
Cool. Well, thanks, guys. If there's any updates during the week, just let us know. But I think this is a pretty good call. So talk to everybody later.
All right.